Good morning, everybody. I'm Bart Winkler. This is the Bart Winkler Show. We are taping this after the Bucks and the Pistons are getting done with battle. They're getting done with battle on a Wednesday night. These are the awkward moments where I am live on YouTube. So if you're listening to this on Thursday, this was taped on Wednesday night as the game was winding down. And I'm in those awkward moments where nobody is on the stream. So I feel like I'm talking to absolutely no one. But there's people listening on Thursday, and it's just like if I were to record it anyway. It's just that in the top left corner of my screen, it taunts me that no one's watching yet. So it's like if I don't see that number in the top left corner of my screen, I'm like, I'm just recording a podcast, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. But then if I'm doing it on YouTube and the number's at like 0, I'm like, hubbida. Should I not start talking? Even though people have been listening for 60 seconds if we're on the podcast. The Bucks and the Pistons, as I mentioned, Wednesday night action. Game is wrapping up. Bucks are currently up 28 points with about 30 seconds to go. Easy victory for the Bucks, and it should have been actually easier. It's going to finish around 116 to 89. That's where we're at with 23 seconds to go. It's going to finish there, but the score is not indicative of what actually happened tonight because the Bucks destroyed Detroit. 10 for 38 shooting threes. I believe they only finished with 2 in the first half, and one was Drew at the buzzer. Bucks could not hit a 3 in the first half. Kept the game a little closer than it probably needed to be. Bucks going into the half, even still up double digits, so things were just fine for them. We're up 9 points, pretty close. 116 to 91 ends up being the final. A 25-point victory over a Detroit team that beat Golden State on Sunday, and then on Monday lose to Milwaukee, stay in town for a couple days. Didn't see any cool reports of any cool Pistons sightings, so if anybody's got those, you can let me know. But Bucks then beat them twice. Wasn't sure if everybody was going to end up playing in this one. Everybody ended up playing in this one. That's still relatively healthy. Again, still waiting for Middleton and Connaughton, and Joe Ingles is going to be a while, but we'll lump them together. Middleton is getting some practice in with the herd, which is good, so he should be back soon. But other than that, I mean, Giannis, 32 points, 12 boards, 0 for 4 from 3. Okay. Drew 4 for 7 from 3, 26 points. Good night from him. Waro with 12 off the bench. Sometimes it looks really good and looks like this guy deserves to be in the starting rotation. Sometimes he looks like he picked up a basketball for the first time last Friday. But Waro getting into the action with 12 points. Actually, third for all leading Bucks scorers tonight. How about that? Brook with 11, a bulk of that early, and then just kind of settles in and leads the pace. So another big win for the Bucks tonight. They improved to 7-0. 6 of those games have been at home already, which I don't think I realized until I just saw it on the box score. 6 of those games have been at home. Bucks now go to Minnesota on Friday. And even though they're in the central time zone, it's a 9:00 game because of ESPN, which is weird. And then they do that with Dallas, too, coming up in the near future. 9:00 Friday night start time. At least it's a Friday night. But they're going to play 9:00 Friday night in Minnesota and then come back and take on the Thunder on Saturday. And that's another home game. Bucks get the win, 7-0. Things are going very well for them. I mean, at this point, again, just try to have fun, enjoy it. It's a lot better when they're winning, and there's very little to complain about. This season's always going to be the dress rehearsal to the playoffs, and things are really going to ratchet up there. But for now, I mean, just enjoy it and really stack up wins, Then we don't have to worry about, should we be the 2? Remember that? Should we be the 2? Should we be do we want to avoid the Nets? Remember all that last year? Do we want to avoid the Nets? It was, do you want to avoid the Nets for 3 months? Because the Nets never got out of that position. They were always in that playing position. Nets are a mess, obviously, with no Steve Nash. And Kyrie last night, awful. Kyrie. Hey, he donated money. Good for him. NBA probably should have fined him that money to begin with, but always throw money at a problem. That's what I say. A couple of comments coming in from YouTube as we get rolling here after the Bucks win 116-91. Amos Miller is always watching. Nobody knows who this guy is. Everybody thinks he's me. He is not, but we appreciate him being there. Phil is here. Phil says he's here for me. What's up, Phil? Wisco Cheese says you have to find the guy with the Bucks Lust song and have them on your show. Yeah, Eddie Lemberger. Very good friend of show, by the way. Eddie Lemberger was somebody that, when Rami and I were playing that Bucks Lust song 2 years ago, we're like, man, we got to get this guy on the show. How are we going to contact this guy? And then the next day, he called one of our shows as like a caller. He's like, hey, this is Ed from wherever. And we're like, Ed Lemberger? He's like, yeah, me. Bucks Lust? Oh, yeah, I suppose. The song we've been playing every 15 minutes for 3 weeks? Yeah, I like that you guys do that. Ed! Thank God. I mean, we've been looking all over for you, dude. Not that hard, so we think that you called in. So that's Eddie Lemberger. I got to get Eddie Lemberger here in a little split screen format. Nate says, so I guess this is what watching a good team looks like. Yeah, this used to be what watching the first mention of the Packers looked like. You remember that? They would just boat race teams. And that's why it's funny when I was in Buffalo, listening to all the chatter the next day. Chatter, hate that word. Listening to all the talk the next day, they're 6-1, but they're like pissed. Because when you're this good, you still got to like find problems, Not a sports talk radio thing, a fan thing. Like the Bucks are 7-0. What problem can we find? Coach Bud's car got stolen. I don't know. By the way, I do want to talk about that because I'm pissed. Tim Shea is down in the Deer District. StreamYard links on my Twitter. Oh, I guess Matt doesn't have that. I'll put it up there in a second. Tim Shea's down in the Deer District.
Hello, Bart. We are down here live.
He's reporting with a fork.
It is pandemonium right now. The Bucks are 6-0. 7-0. Whatever.
Where'd you get that fork?
This is a microphone. You gave it to me.
Did you find it on the floor there, or did you bring it down?
I took it from my home.
So when you were leaving, were you thinking, oh, it'd be cool if I had a microphone?
Yes, I do. Sorry. Now can you hear me?
Yeah, you got to put it closer to your mouth.
Sorry, is this better?
Yes, I can hear you.
Now you can hear me loud and clear.
Tim, what's up, dude?
Nothing, just decided to walk down here. There was a big crowd tonight.
You weren't at the game?
No, I just walked down here.
Go interview someone.
What?
Go interview someone.
Who do you want me to interview? Just anybody?
Yeah, say you're with the Bart Winkler podcast.
What do you want me to ask them?
Just their thoughts on the Bucks' hot start.
All right, I gotta look for somebody. Look for somebody that would
That's drunk.
Yeah, either drunk or There's two Piston fans in front of me.
You either gotta look for someone drunk or someone who's not like, oh my God, I gotta be downtown Milwaukee as little as possible. I gotta race home to Waukesha. Oh my God, hurry.
Yeah, exactly. See, here's the thing. Like, I was in a spot where people were, and then all of a sudden I turn around and everyone just goes in different directions now.
You know where a lot of people end up being after games is the doors of the stadium where they're leaving the game.
You know what? That's a great idea. Well, I was thinking actually of going to the other end, on the other side, to see if I could get any players. As they're coming out, leaving.
Go out to the Bucks security guard and say, they'll be like, do you have a press pass? And show them your fork and be like, what's it to you, man?
I got my microphone. Sorry. I got my microphone.
So are you going to interview someone or what?
No, I don't need to. Why?
So then why'd you go down there?
Well, just to check this out. And I'm going out later, so.
Oh.
As soon as I'm done with you.
Interview one person.
One person. Okay. Well, hold on. I have to get to by the doors, so.
Okay, all right.
Give me a minute.
No, that's fine. Take your time.
The final score.
What was the final score? 116-91.
Okay.
Tim Shea's down in the Deer District with a fork. You got to use the fork.
Should I interview him with the fork?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go. Here we go. I found someone sitting down.
All right. Here we go.
You're live on the Bart Winkler show right now. What did you think of the game today?
What's up, guys?
What did you think of the game?
Serious? It was amazing.
How was the game?
It was amazing.
What did you think?
Go Giannis.
Yeah?
Go Bucks.
When are they going to lose? Are they going to lose a game this year?
Oh, man, beating 73-9, man.
Eventually? All right.
They're going to make the playoffs.
Bart, you got any questions?
No questions.
Bart?
Playoffs.
No, ask him how does it feel that the team can just roll out of bed and beat the Pistons by 25?
Roll out of the bed and just beat the Pistons.
Man. Playoffs.
Playoffs. That's all he's saying. Playoffs.
Finals.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Unbelievable.
He was hammered.
Matt in the Falls is joining us.
Oh,
How'd Tim do there?
that was okay. The fork is great. I don't know. Are you just walking around with that in your pocket or what?
Yeah, just having it in my pocket.
Did you steal it from the restaurant you ate dinner at?
No, this is my old fork. I got new silverware, so.
Oh, it's got a plastic
Oh,
handle.
yeah, I like
and
the
everything.
handle on it. The nice black handle.
Wow.
Tim, you walk around with a fork now. They've clamped down downtown.
I know. I have
be careful. You got a weapon. I better not hear of a fork massacre when I wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, I might need
We'll know
you.
who did it.
Yeah. You got
Where's the
one more
box?
interview in you or no?
Do I have more?
Yeah.
No, only one.
All right. Matt, what's up?
Hey, Bucks. I watched the whole game, unlike some people. I'm I don't know, Jordan Wara. I mean, he made a few shots tonight. But I don't like him playing. I don't want to see him play. I'm not impressed by him.
Oh, I want to see him play more than ever. I want all those guys to play.
I want more Javon Carter. I want Beauchamp. I think Javon Carter is 100 times better than Wara. I love his energy. I think he's great on defense. He really wants to be here. Jordan Wara.
Can you believe that Javon Carter barely played in the playoffs last year?
No, because he should be. He will be a big part of this team this year. But yeah, like it's almost like he's come out of nowhere just because he wasn't played at all last year. But turns out he's just actually kind of good. And so what we won by like 25 tonight. We should have won by 75 because we missed 100 threes. Just sitting back and thinking of how good we're going to be when Middleton comes back just pleases me greatly. It's just fun to sit back and imagine the confetti coming down in Game 6 at the Fiserv Forum because it's going to happen. I don't
Game 4. This will be Game 4.
4? Oh, we're sweeping the Warriors this year?
Warriors are 3-5, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they got the what's the word? The hangover from Draymond. We talked about that.
I need to I'll do this with you guys. So I need to bitch about something, if I may.
Sure.
I have an article here from WisconsinRightNow.com. And I don't know much about this website. I can assume what they are. But there's an article. They were the first to report that the Bucks head coach has Audi stolen in Milwaukee on Tuesday night. So obviously there's a car stealing problem. And Coach Bud's car got stolen. I'm going to read a line from that article, and then I'll tell you what about it pisses me off. Again, this is you're gonna want to think about political undertones. You're gonna want to think about all that when you hear me say this. That's not my gripe. They did a lot extra for him. They don't do for Joe Citizen, a source told us, especially for a guy whose team hates cops. So that was printed in WisconsinRightNow.com. Here's my problem with that sentence. It's not about Joe Citizen. It's not about the allegation they hate police. It's not about all that. A source told us. All these publications trip over themselves to think it's a fucking witness. A witness told you. There are no sources. A guy, how did you find out? A guy at the restaurant saw it, and he was outside, he saw it, and then he told you guys. That's not what a source is. A source is someone on the inside of something giving you information and they don't want to be revealed. Somebody who tells you what happens because they were there, that's called a fucking witness.
Source sounds cooler, though.
I know. That's bullshit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of everybody fucking up and me having to gatekeep from my basement.
Well, you're doing a great job at it, if it means anything.
Well, thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
Thanks for jumping on, buddy.
Tim, where are you going tonight? I just want to get in on this. Tim.
I don't know yet where I'm going.
Well, the night
really
is
nice mic. I paid $135 for my mic. I could have just used my utensils.
You could have, just like me.
Try it out sometime. All right, Bart. I'll talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure.
See you, Matt.
See ya.
Matt in the Falls.
Bye, Matt.
Tony's in Texas.
Look at that little shit grin on Tim's face. Look at that guy.
Tim has already interviewed one person.
I did.
With a fork. I think that kid knew me.
You do?
He was like excited to be on.
Oh, he kind of said, "No way."
Yeah, that's got to be a knowing. Anybody else down there to interview?
I mean, I could just go up to random people, but
Donald Driver.
Right now, it's just
Driver was at the game.
Yep.
Go find Double D.
Driver was at the game. I guess I'll have to find him.
Sleep at the wheel, Tim.
An owner of Cousin Subs now.
Yeah. Did you guys see Nick Barnett tweet asking fans if fans think he should be in the Packer Hall of Fame?
Oh,
You know, I would say he should, but after that tweet, no.
Exactly. So did you get recognized, Shay?
No, I just got a whiff of weed.
Go walk around and say you're from WisconsinRightNow.com
No.
and ask if you think that Coach Bud's car getting stolen is indicative of the problems facing Milwaukee. And if you think Tim Michaels can be the one to solve all these problems. If I was there, those Audis would still be on the street.
I could do that.
Yeah. Okay, but you won't?
No.
Okay. What else is going on, Tone?
Hey, you know what, Bart? Championship defense. Championships are won on defense. They got a hell of a defense. And it starts with 34, Giannis, Brooke, Bobby. Those three guys. Then you got Drew, and then this Javon Carter on the perimeter. That is and you got West and George Hill, all these guys. Marshawn looked good too. This team is stacked with defenders. It's one of the best defensive units I've ever seen, I think.
Well, the reason I like watching the Bucks right now is because they're good and they know it and they don't dick around. Like, just go out there, the Pistons, because you're shooting 2 for 20 in the first half from 3. You could easily just like sulk about that and have a bad night. But you're just like, no, we're still gonna take our will and just put it over these guys. And they're scrappy, they're young, they're all right, but let's beat them.
Yeah, they took them to the woodshed, knocked them out, and yeah, they don't mess around. It's the exact opposite of the Packers. Their leader out there leading by example and going out there and just wants to put his will on the other team. I know basketball is a little bit different. There's only 5 guys in the court, but that's what Aaron Rodgers needs to do. He needs to lift up the team, not tear them apart.
Yeah.
So
you raise me up.
Was that Creed? What was that?
Josh Groban.
Oh, okay. Well, the game today, a lot of people were picking the Pistons to win this thing or keep it close.
Well, they're just thinking like back to back, kind of with a day in between. Even Steven.
Yeah.
But that ain't gonna happen. Bucks
Did you
are
watch
good.
the game or was it your did you watch something else?
No, I was watching the game.
You did? Okay.
I just when there were 5 minutes left, I came down in the basement to start this.
Okay. There's a lot going on tonight. A lot of different sports. What's going on at the Phillies game? Phillies and Astros.
Houston had a big inning, and they are currently, as of us talking, up like 5-0.
All right. All sports. Hell yeah, all sports.
Christian Javier he's got 9 strikeouts and a no-hitter through 7.
Wow.
6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, Stearns was at Houston, and when he was there, they tanked for most of his tenure there. Why didn't the Brewers?
Who?
What? Stearns, David Stearns.
Oh, David Stearns. Okay.
Why did the Brewers do that same type of model in Milwaukee? They were tanking for 4 years in Houston.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
I know you got to hit on your draft picks, but we would take that success. 6 World Series
or just make a couple trades at the trade deadline that actually work.
Right. So, yeah, where do you guys think Stearns ends up? New York?
New York. I think this is a year contract thing.
I think he's going back to Houston.
Tony, I'm gonna let you go. I got another guy to get to.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later.
Thanks for sort of co-hosting last night with me.
That was fun. Sure.
Before Tim showed up.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here, Tim.
See ya.
I'll see you.
Jim is in Chicago. Jimmy.
Hey, what's going on, Bart? How you been?
Long time no see.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
How you been? Clearly, so Jim's in Chicago. If you're on the video, he's got Packer stuff all behind him.
Yeah, that's how I have to live, man. Born and raised. I got to live south of the Cheddar Curtain here. I got to represent, man. Got to represent.
Where were you born?
I was born in Milwaukee. Grew up in Brookfield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Down in Chicago.
Yeah. That was, we got down here. My wife had a job promotion, and I'm in education. I figure they got schools everywhere. So I came down. Yeah, that's true. Very true.
So how you feeling, man? I mean, we're doing this game or this show after the Bucks game, but I've only been podcasting for like 6 weeks. Never have I walked into a show with less to say. I just kind of wanted to see what happens. Already we've got Matt in the Falls, Tony in Texas. Tim interviewed a drunk guy with a fork.
Yeah, that was awesome. I thought the fork thing, that was great. May the fork be with you. That was awesome, man. We got
a lot going on.
I think
so. The floor is yours. Talk anything. Packers, Brewers.
Huge potential here for this platform you got. I'm telling you, this is going to take off like viral. It'll be more viral than COVID was.
Holy fuck! I think that like the podcast, I'm very satisfied with. People have been listening consistently. Now I have to figure out growth.
Yeah,
I got to figure out a growth model. So
I'm going to tell you this. Here's this model of going on right after the games is huge because ever since the events that took place this summer, which completely interrupted my post-game call-in opportunities, the outlets I have now just don't seem the same. I'm trying to be as cryptic as I can, direct and cryptic at the same time. If that makes sense.
I got you. I'm not gonna say anything anymore because I say one little thing and everybody like.
Yeah. Well, let's just focus on the here and now. But I think this post game forum is awesome because this is what the people want. You want to dive in. We come in, you talk about the hemp place for a while as the ad, but then now we're not bogged down by commercials and I'm on hold for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be advertising, and if anybody wants to sponsor, I've definitely got room. but I think that what I've tried to find as I've gone into the podcast is find the things that people liked about the show the best. And sure, people are okay with me and tolerate Tim Shea, but what people really liked was a place to interact. And if they weren't interacting, it was hearing from like no-name fucks like you, Jim.
Exactly. And that's actually my middle name.
Jim No-Name Fuck Chicago.
There you go, my friend.
No, I'm kidding. I love you, Jimmy.
I know that. I love you too, Bart. It's all good. It's all good.
You got any other, you got a real sports thought though? You got a Packer thing, Buck thing, anything?
Yeah, I do. So Bucks amazing so far. I was able to be at the game on Saturday night. It was quite the environment. It was a heck of a lot of fun. The Packers, oh my gosh, I just want to throw up. You know, I don't know where we're going with that. Now, this weekend, typically, because the Bears have been so bad, the Packers have been good, we get the games down here locally. Well, this weekend, that's not the case. So I got to figure out. Maybe it's a better thing. Maybe I'm
not. The map this weekend is weird.
Did you see the map?
Yeah,
the map. It's like it carved out Chicago. It's giving us some crap game. I'm like, really?
Yeah, so, you guys get Seattle and Arizona late because you have the Bears at noon.
Yes.
And then all of Wisconsin is showing Bears Dolphins, except for the Green Bay market is showing Buffalo Jets. And I'm trying to figure out why Green Bay wouldn't show Chicago. Do they want to show Buffalo again? Because we covered against them and that was like a moral victory for a lot of idiots.
Yeah, that could be the case. Who knows? Who knows why they do those things? But I don't know who's going to be watching that Seattle. Well, maybe I'll watch Seattle because I did have Geno Smith on my pathetic fantasy team this year. So that gives me to check him out. But I started with Russell Wilson, and we all know how that went.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, he's terrible.
All right, Jim, don't be a stranger. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, you too. I appreciate it. Tim, good to see you too. Good luck with that fork, man.
Thank you.
See you, Jim.
Yeah.
All right, Timmy, where are you going next?
I don't know. There's this new it looks like the new bar that you can carry drinks out of. It's like a New Orleans kind of.
Yeah, what is that place?
And it looks like everyone has migrated over there. It's called Fat Tuesday. It's right next to Mecca and Good City.
I think that's a chain.
I might have to take a look here, but it's very crowded. There's a line. It's not big. It's not like an indoor bar, but people are coming out with like these big old drinks. So,
but you can't drink on public property there, can you?
You can in the plaza.
Hey, is that Christmas tree up yet?
It's up, but it's it's just up. They just put it up yesterday.
So you keep calling it the plaza. Is that just a you thing?
I don't know. The Deer District. What do you call this? The Deer District?
The name of what it is, the Deer District?
Sure. Yes, the Deer District.
Okay.
Yes, the tree is up. I'm looking at it as we speak. So
when's the Christmas Kringle market happening again? I like that.
I don't know if it's happening here.
Why?
I think they're moving it somewhere else.
I gotta say, it's too hot in November. I'm kind of pissed about this.
It was like 75 degrees today.
That's bullshit. I don't like it.
Will the Bucks lose before the Packers this weekend? Will the Bucks win their 2 games against Minnesota and Oklahoma?
Well, the Minnesota game I'm interested in, but they're kind of underperforming, right? Everyone's mad that Anthony Edwards eats Popeyes or whatever.
Yeah.
Man.
Oklahoma's surprisingly decent.
Yeah, Thunder are 4-3. Timberwolves are 4-4.
Do the Bucks win them both, and the Packers lose? Or
I don't know. At this point, you just got to ride the Bucks until they lose. That's the thing. Again, that's the thing about tonight. That this could you play a team twice in a row. It just like if they would have lost tonight, okay, whatever. But they didn't.
No.
Oh, I'm pissed at the Bucks.
They could have played their second string the entire game. And
I'm pissed at the Bucks. You want to know why I'm irrationally pissed at the Bucks?
Why?
And I'm going to use different names for the sake of the thing.
Okay.
I kept getting emails from this girl named Patricia. And she's like, hey, would you like season tickets? Well, no. Then the next day, hey, I'm just wondering if you want season tickets. No. And then I'm like, I don't want season tickets, but I do have a young son. I would like to take him to a game. I wonder if there's any packages for kids. And then she responds to me, excellent. Charles will call you later today. Who the fuck is Charles? Tell me who Charles is if Charles is going to call me.
Charles is?
Again, it's the little things about language that set me off. WisconsinRightNow.com saying they have a source. You don't have a source. You had a witness that saw Coach Bud talk to a cop. You don't have a source. Dan O'Donnell does that all the time. A source told me, Dan, you Tucker Carlson wannabe.
That's your boy.
I just lost a bunch of people on the stream because I mentioned the name Tucker Carlson.
Here you go.
He does suck, though.
I agree. You know what sucks? Never mind. I don't want you to people.
I happen to love Tim Tucker Carlson. I'm Tim Michaels. So who you?
Come on.
What do you think about Bud's car getting stolen?
That's crazy. Where did it get stolen? Did it give a location?
What will be seen in Milwaukee first, starting right now? Ready?
Go.
Coach Bud's Audi or Alex Lazary. Where did he go? Where is he?
I saw him a couple weeks ago, just standing outside on the corner.
Where, with the U-Haul?
I will say the Bucks. Coach the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm equal opportunity.
The car will show up first. Where did it get stolen? Is there a location?
Walker's Point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the car will show up first.
Let me play this for you. I got this from Marcus. He was listening to a podcast called Simple Handicap.
Morning, everyone. The Simple Handicap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bart.
Stealing the old bit that I stole from Howard Stern. Can you hear voicemails if I play them? I don't know what your plan is. You're just sitting downtown in the plaza.
Here.
Huh?
Yeah, you can play them.
I don't know if like you're a part of the show or if you're leaving or what you're doing.
No, you can play what you need to.
All right, I'll play a couple of voicemails.
Address something though. I've been called out by somebody.
All right. No. I want to hear you being called out. First, I'm going to mention, as Jim alluded to, our good buddies at Happy Place Hemp. HappyPlaceHemp.com. The promo code BART gets you 25% off their products. They've got the CBD gummies that you need. They've got the THC. They've got the Delta 8s, Delta 9s, THCOs. They've got products that will help you. Again, you don't like if you're looking to be as excited as that one guy was earlier that Tim interviewed with a fork and the guy had no idea what was happening. Happy Place Hemp can help you. If you're looking for like non-THC gummies that just maybe help improve your mood, or there's been testimonials that people have had some pain decrease, and I know it's helped me in that department. So just some really interesting and great gummies that you can have and try, and they taste good, and it's very quick, and it's very easy, and they've got them all available in Muskego. Check them out at happyplacehemp.com and use the promo code BART. You get 25% off your order. That's every order. So if you've already done it, you've heard me talk about it, and you've done it, you could still do it again with the promo code and still get the 25% off every time. You can also go in there and see some of the products and talk to those guys themselves. Again, they don't know this yet, but I'm going to bum rush them next week and talk a little bit about the product and find out some more information and what they do. And you can go in there in Muskego and talk. HappyPlaceHemp.com, promo code BART.
I got your boy Sam Schmitz all hooked on that. So
you did?
He's going to go in there and buy something.
Well, good. He should tell him that they like the show, man. If Sam went in there.
I gave him some stuff a couple nights ago, last night. And he texted me this morning and said, holy cow, this stuff was good. So.
Well, good. Talk to me about your gripe.
Yeah. So I have Carl from the South Side.
I'm
sure you're well aware.
Yeah.
He called me out because of Aaron Rodgers, and then when I gave my explanation, he didn't like it.
Well, what doesn't he like that you say?
Well, I'm not the biggest Aaron Rodgers fan, right?
Right.
And he's like, why don't you like him? He's no blame should be put on him. This isn't his fault. This is everybody's fault. Everybody's fault but his. And I said, regular season is great. Like, fine. He's won a couple MVPs. He's looked great in the regular season, but when it gets to the postseason, He fails. He fails miserably. That's all.
Here, I would like to say my overarching thought on Aaron Rodgers. Ready? Nothing personal. Nothing personal, nothing about what he does or says or is or who or whatever. As a player, Aaron Rodgers, look, I thought Brett Favre was going to be the greatest quarterback ever. Imagine watching somebody and you think there will never be another guy better at that position for your team. The way we watch Giannis now, we know there will never be anyone better. That's what it was like watching Favre.
Yes.
There will never be anyone better. And then the next guy is better? Amazing. Aaron Rodgers has had problems. You know, you can say he focuses too much on this guy or, you know, he's not clutch enough here. But ultimately, if he was with different teams that did better at the trade deadline, that traded Randy Moss for a 4th-round pick, that did better with their defensive coordinators, they may have not had a good one his entire 18 years here. So if Aaron Rodgers was on other teams, I think you put Aaron Rodgers on other teams for 18 years, he's got at least 1 Super Bowl minimum. And the problem is that with a team like the Packers, he doesn't have any more. So I think that Aaron Rodgers is an incredible talent, has been the victim of his own success, but also there were a lot of things out of his control that affected him. I mean, some of these games he loses in overtime, he never gets the ball back. He's a 4-time MVP. He's an incredible player. He does things that we've never seen at the position. Mahomes gets credit for doing all these things. Rodgers used to do that in his sleep and still does. That touchdown to Torrey, incredible Rodgers. Where I have an issue is none of that matters right now to me. You don't get the benefit of the doubt in the NFL. You don't get to do whatever you want to do because you've done it before. This is a what have you done for me lately league. Tom Brady is trash. Aaron Rodgers, better in Buffalo, good in Buffalo. Outside has been trash. But those two are not going to get benched for a single snap all season because Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Meanwhile, Matt Ryan got benched because he sucks. He won an MVP. He's been to a Super Bowl, but he sucks. And you can bench him because he's Matt Ryan. You can't bench Rodgers. You can't bench Brady. I don't care what they've done. I need to win this Sunday. And that's the problem that I think I have with some of the fans who, when I talk to Carl, he's very animated. He says, I did this. He does this. I get it. You can't take it away. I need to win next week in Detroit. I can't lose 4 games in a row. So I think you and I are on the same page with that.
Agreed. Yeah.
Holy shit. I got a lot of comments. Want to read some of them?
Sure. Hit me.
Daniel says, it's crazy how the Bucs winning feels underwhelming. 7-0 seems normal. I agree. The Bucs have the same record as the Philadelphia Eagles. Why aren't we getting the same amount of love? The Bucs 7 wins is more than the Packers will have all year. Mm-hmm or mm-mm.
I'm going to say mm-hmm.
Well, if the Packers lose Sunday, and we are going live Sunday. Sunday, I'm going live. At
maybe I'll go to Detroit with my fork.
Is there anyone else to interview?
I mean, it's empty out here. This place clears out. Even though there are 4 bars right here.
Wisco Cheese says I need a comb. So here's the thing that I'm pissed about. My haircut place doesn't have an appointment for me, and I need a haircut for Friday.
I can cut your hair.
My hair? Really?
Sure, why not? Let me try it.
With that fork?
This is the comb.
My haircut place is a place called BU Salon. They're on the corner of Oakland and Locust. Phil and Keisha. They're tremendous. Go in there. Tell them I talked about them.
Get them as a sponsor.
I could never. I could. And even if they said I'll give you free, I love those guys so much. I would still pay them. They've been cutting my hair for years, and I do want a haircut Friday because Friday night I will be on WithSports.net calling the St. Prairie East at Kettle Moraine High School football playoff game. How about that?
Congratulations. That's going to be good.
So there's some video component to it, and I'll trim up the old scruff, but look at it. I can't have that be going on.
Ooh, the Astros have a no-no through 7.
Yeah, they were good. I captained them, finally. Paul says, come on, Tim, be a journalist.
It's
You talked to one guy. I'll clip it. You did your job. Wisco Cheese also asked, are you scoping out the biatches?
yes.
Nate says, where is the part of the show where you don't talk about sports for 30 minutes? I'm sweaty.
You need to get a haircut.
I need to get a hair transplant. Get him.
Come here. You want to talk? This is Bart Winkler. You're on the Bart Winkler podcast, right?
What's up, dog?
up, Bart?
I'm just some guy.
Don't touch my microphone.
Okay. What's up,
He's
Bart?
got the microphone.
What's up, Bart?
Interview him.
Were you at the game tonight?
Yes, sir.
What did you think?
I thought it was a pretty uncompetitive game, unfortunately, compared to Monday night's game. I was really hopeful that it would be more of a fight between the two teams, but at the same time, it's kind of what I expected. The Pistons, very young. Bucks, very experienced. Bucks have championship experience.
What about you?
I just came for the fun of it. It was really great.
Are you a Bucks
Don't
fan?
cut that guy off. He was giving you an answer.
I wanted to ask what happened to you. I can't see you anymore.
Yeah, I put you full screen.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, it was a really good game. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really good.
Ask him where the party is.
Where's the party tonight?
There's no party. We're just going
No
home to
party?
take a nap. We're going home to take a nap.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Oh, go over there.
Fat
Tuesday.
Tuesdays. I told you, Bart. Fat Tuesdays.
Top of the line
Top of the
bar.
line.
All right.
Alcohol.
Prediction for the playoffs. Are the Bucks winning it all?
Championship, yeah.
We were at the championship last time.
All right.
So
It was a good
we'll
one.
be here again this year.
Two
but
good luck
yeah.
charms. Three
Yeah.
good luck charms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Who's that guy?
Championship this year. 100%. We'll be in the championship.
All right.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night, honey.
Well, there you go.
God, you're the best. Why am I sweating?
They like the fork. Sorry, the microphone. I'm going to have to wash this thing off.
I'm gonna have to wash this thing off.
Can I also
They
say
pulled
that I just-
Javier. They pulled the pitcher.
They did?
Yeah, he had a no-hitter going. They pulled him.
Can I just say that why is there a random, you've been down here before, why is there a random, space for, fake grass here?
Yeah, I
You
don't
know what I'm
that's
talking about?
Yeah. Let's see. Which happy hemp chew is best for sleep?
Oh, the stuff that I take.
The purple ones.
The
No, you
purple.
take the THCO.
No, well, I do, but I also take the sleep stuff, too. I have a big one of that.
Yeah, CBD and CBN. That's purple.
Yes. Yeah.
When do you take it? When do you if you want to sleep at 10:30, when would you
I'll take it. I'll take it at 10.
Okay, I take it like 9:30.
Here's the tree.
Oh, pretty. Look at this stat from Keegan. Since 2018-19, the Bucks are 45-3 against the Central Division when Giannis plays.
That's pretty good.
Will my doctor respect promo code Bart? You should use promo code Bart in everything you do. In everything you do, you should say the Bart Winkler Show sent me. And they'll be like, we don't advertise with the Bart Winkler Show. And then you should say, well, he was talking about you. Can you talk for 30 seconds by yourself?
Sure. Yeah, I can definitely talk for 30 seconds. I wish you could scroll your comments. I know you're not even listening, but it would be cool if your comments would scroll. Then I could comment on them. Except I will keep seeing this one about Thomas O'Leary, about his doctor, and will he respect promo code Bart?
I had to put a hat on.
Oh, you got your hat.
Well, my hair, I look like an asshole. JM says we have to get the one call that's all guy to help Barty. David Gruber literally sponsors everything. I don't know why he won't sponsor this.
I was kind of looking for him if he'd come out here. Maybe I would have definitely grabbed him just to give us the one call one. That's all.
Jeffrey also wants to know when will Giannis sit? I don't know about Minnesota. ESPN's got them on national TV.
At home, the Oklahoma game.
Oh, the thing about Coach Bud, Alex is right. His keys were in the car, so
I got people on scooters scooting around me.
the car was found. What the hell?
See? They're on the scooters. I told you. What are you
Oh, sorry, podcast. I'm just looking at the drink.
people are people still with us? With you?
People want to see the rest of the basement. Not happening. All right, I'll play a couple voicemails and then I can deuce it.
See? Look at them. Here they come.
I want to play one from Vincent in Anaheim.
Oh. He's just realizing that you have a podcast, isn't he?
Well, listen to this.
What's up, Bart? Yo, this is Vincent in Anaheim, man. Hey, love the podcast. Like always, I'm a little behind. I just finished Friday's episode today. Today's Tuesday morning. But yo, man, I love the podcast. Keep doing what you're doing. Love Ryan Horvath on the show with his picks and his crazy takes and when it goes off on the fucking why the Packers are losing. But I'll keep it real, man. I finally watched the whole Packers game. I actually sat down and watched Sunday night's game. And I'm going to keep it real. This is the way I feel about it. I feel that Rodgers actually got out of the way for this time. He's still not the Rodgers of old, of course, but he tried. I believe in my mind that this motherfucker tried to do Matt LaFleur's game plan. See how many times they ran the ball up and down, especially when they came back. They ran that ball. I watched.
Okay, so Vincent, his first call, he forgot what he was saying. And then his second call is 9 minutes. So I'm just going to leave him out to dry and not play the second one. You want to talk about Elon Musk or should I wrap it up?
No. Yeah.
David Bakhtiari's a fan of Elon Musk.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, he says he likes the
To
trolling.
each their own, right?
He likes the trolling. It will be fun. I do. I'm against charging $8 a month for the blue check mark because I want to keep my blue check mark. But I would be interested to see in who keeps it and who doesn't. Because if you have to pay for the blue check mark, people know.
Is there a date when he's doing this, or has he done it?
I don't know. It took him 13 months to buy Twitter after he backed out 6 times. I guess that's all I have.
Yeah, I got nothing else tonight.
I could play more voicemails, but I'm not really feeling it with the vibe of the show, and I would just be doing it to stretch out the time. So I think I'm going to wrap it up.
I'll be in Madison this weekend if anyone's going to be there. Let me know. I don't know how you'll get a hold of me.
Are you going to? Well, can't they call you on your knife?
They can call me on my knife. Yes.
Yeah. I got to watch the end of this World Series game. That's a no-hitter that they took the guy out for. What a bunch of bullshit.
I'm going to go home and charge my fork.
Yeah. Charge your fork. Does that fork take USB?
It does.
Hold on. Let me just check my email, see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about that I was saving. I didn't get to be invited to the media basketball game that they're having at Miller Park because I'm not technically a media anymore. I did see Jeff Levering and Brian Butch try to make a shot. I think if you're going to have them go all the way up there to try to make a shot, you give them more than one fucking shot. Right?
You would assume.
The new XFL teams have been unveiled. Most
team?
of the teams are the same. The DC Defenders are still around. I like them because Zabe quit on Washington, so I like Washington. How about the San Antonio Brahmas?
Is that other league coming back?
The
What was that?
USFL is also
Yeah.
coming back. So XFL is ESPN and NBC, and Fox is USFL, and they're going to try to compete with each other. No, ESPN and ABC is XFL, NBC is USFL.
Yeah.
I am also thinking about doing World Cup separate podcast come November and December. However, I am appalled by the amount of people that died making the stadium, so I don't know what I want to do yet. Anything else?
Go
talk to that cat lady.
Where?
Whoever was just screaming.
Oh, they're behind the Christmas tree.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's today's episode.
Goodbye, Bart.
Yeah, it was a good one. I appreciate your man on the street action. It was something different.
Maybe next time I need to get a banner and a table.
We will do that.
Come on.
We'll YouTube live a post game from the stadium. Let's pick a day and do that.
Soon. It's warm.
I got to talk to my Bucks ticket rep about which game they're going to overcharge me for, so I'll let you know.
Can you do a plan like you did with the Brewers here, or is that out of the...
No, we could go set up a table at Deer District. It's public
No.
space.
I'm talking about when you took your son to a game and you did that plan masterfully.
Yeah, let me play those from Matt in the Falls, who joined us earlier, and then I'll wrap up. So I got this from Matt in the Falls last week.
Hey, Bart, it's me. So listen, my wife and I are taking our 4-year-old to the Bucks game tonight. It's her first pro sporting event. So I wanted to offer that up to you in case you needed to fill like 40 minutes a day for like a month. Just some emergency content about kids going to sporting events. I know you went to a baseball game, so this Bucks game could be really fresh. You could really kill some time, really get some filler filled in. So, hey, just let me know. Have a good time in Buffalo, bud.
I did. So that was Matt giving me some advice, and then afterwards.
Hey, Bart, me again. Listen, the game last night took the 4-year-old. He made it through the entire game. We were cheering till the end. Giannis led the Bucks back to victory. So, we made it through the entire game with a 4-year-old. No big deal. If you want any tips, we can make an episode out of it, I'm sure. Let me know. Otherwise, have a great time in Buffalo. Break a table. Peace. Oh, that was lame.
Okay. There you go. Tim, you're on mute. You muted yourself.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, now the show's over. The show ended right now. It's over.
All right.
But I'm just lonely.
I'm going back to my car, though, to charge my phone. Done with this.
You drove down there? You live 2 blocks away. Where'd you park?
Well, I had to hurry. And people leave and parking spots open. I literally parked right across the street. Are we still live?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't.
Superman's here.
Talk to him. Halloween was 3 days ago, boss.
There he is. You see him?
Go talk to him.
What do you want me to say?
Ask him if
he's serving food.
Ask him if DC will ever make a good movie.
Will DC ever make a good movie?
What? Oh, what's up, man?
Dude, that is you look more like Elvis than Superman.
Whatever. Whatever,
Okay.
dog.
Go Bucks.
Look at Christopher Reeve. Then look at me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There you go, Superman, right here. You never know what you're going to run into in the street. Excuse me while I walk away.
Yeah, I'm going. See ya.
End this. I need to.
Show's over. We're out. Bye. We're out.